Right. And where does that leave the greenback? Because obviously the debate is raging right now in the markets of whether the dollar has peaked or is peaking.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's. I think that the jury's out, and I think if you ask 100 people, you probably get 50 saying that it has, and 50 saying I'm not so sure. I'm in the not so sure camp, insofar as the dollar weakness that we've seen. It obviously relates to expectations of some kind of a pivot from the Fed at the December meeting. But if they end up doing let's say a hawkish 50 basis point move and lift their view on how far rates might rise next year, and if the 10% plus rally that we've seen in US stocks proves to be yet another bear market rally, then the key conditions for the US dollar having peaked, will start to peel away. So I think there's a lot of uncertainty. So, maybe that sort of high near 115 on DXY, we're going to struggle to get through there, but I'm not yet willing to call a comprehensive top in the US dollar, or certainly not prepared to say that a US depreciation trend is now starting to unfold.
Ray, really quickly, we can't let you go without asking you about the Australian dollar, especially considering a day where you saw the trim mean printing at around about 6.1% on a year-on-year basis. I suppose this is a two-part question, but it's all the same answer. Did the RBA have a misstep when it only hiked by 25 basis points? And in that effect, do these inflation data then suggest that we are going to see a little bit more coming from the RBA?
Well, I certainly think that that upside surprise means that the November debate next week is again going to be 25 or 50, not that we're going to do another 25 necessarily. I also think it's going to see the market, and we're seeing a couple of the banks already coming out with higher forecasts, lift expectations for the terminal RBA rate. So that, if it does compress the spread between Australian and US rates, promises to provide a little bit of support for the Aussie, but against that, we've got this CNY weakness, and the read-through historically from a weaker CNY through to a weaker Aussie dollar has been very compelling. So if we think that, dollar CNY is going to be heading up to 640, 650, for example, that's going to be a very strong downforce on the other side of the Aussie dollar equation. So for that reason, we're still saying we think Aussie struggles, to get back up much above 65 cents between now and the end of the year.